Hey everybody. I've been praying like, Father, what does it mean? How can I show people what you mean by what it means, true peace beyond understanding? So he brought me to this water hole. And this water hole is like glass. There's a lot of stuff happening underneath this water hole, like fish, frogs, and all that. But it's not affecting the surface. You guys want to see? The water is calm. There's fish in there. There's frogs in there. But the whole surface is calm. See that? It's like glass, mirror reflecting. As above, so below. See how that tree, the reflection of that tree right there has leaves and stuff? It's not roots. It's reflecting the higher mind. The heart reflects the higher mind. The higher mind reflects the higher heart. And I just say here, this is what guides me. People are asking me like, what teachers do I follow and stuff? And it's like, this is my teacher. This is teaching. The flowers are teaching you something. The silence will lead you home. Plus they're getting the sheep out. They're already harvesting this field. I don't know if they harvest that field, but I might go over there because if that field's not harvest, I know the Father's been telling me go to that field. But right now he wanted me to stop here because I kept asking like, is there a message today? And it's like, yeah, all the fishes are now swimming. You can tell where the fish are swimming because the surface of the water changes. But it's like, look at this. What do you see, Josh? What is it you see? And it's like, everything is in oneness. Perfect. There's fish in the water. Those fish can represent, thoughts. The mud can represent, the negative thoughts. But if we keep our eyes on things of above, we're not focused in the mud. We're focused on things of above, realizing everything besides the fish right here swimming, everything is literally glass, calm. The fish are right there, but everything is calm. And like when I look at that tree, it's like the mirror reflection, and where the fishes are right now swimming, you can't really see the tree clear. But if you just remain patient, sooner or later, all those ripples will clear up. Come face to face with Jesus. Come face to face with Christ. I don't know if you're actually seeing that, so I do apologize if you're sitting there like, Josh, you're not really pointing. And it's like, oh, my bad. But yeah, so what teaches you? We got the sheep coming out over there, meaning that time of season. I can't wait till September 22nd, the season I've been waiting for. But yeah, it's like this field, the field I walked in the very one of my videos where I said I'm off on an adventure is now being harvested. I believe that field over there has not been harvested, and there's a message Father wants me to see. But yes, I'm just sitting here staring at this water. That's where he has me, just staring at the water. And there's a message going on. If you don't catch it, you'll miss it. Like a flower growing, there's a message being told. If you don't quiet yourself, you're missing. But yeah, it's pretty fascinating. But I'm gonna be chewing on this, and I'll come back at you guys with any other revelation. I don't know if this bird is wounded or because there's feathers over here, somewhere over here. And I don't know if this bird is wounded or sitting on eggs. Oh, it's wounded. Oh, it's wounded. Oh man, I gotta do something. So, this guy right here, or her, got some really bad wound. Not that bad. But yeah, gonna take it where it has food and water up to the nest, but it got the machine or a bullet, one of the two. But I'm gonna go take it to the big cage where all the other things are and put it next to the water and seeds so it can eat. And I'm focusing healing energy because by my faith, the faith I received through grace through the Lord Jesus Christ, this bird will heal. It's calm right now. Oh, it's not calm. It don't like its own reflection. Sounds like most of us, right? We can't stand our own reflection because you can't lie to the reflection in the mirror. It knows everything. But anyways, I'm going to focus healing energy and sing. And yeah, I'm in the field. Why Father wanted me to go to the field, I don't know, for this guy. But anyways, I'll be back. Okay, so I put the bird back. I did my prayers, tried to get it to eat. Even though the sign said no trespassing, I still put it next to the food, baptized it, because it was going through shock, so I put it in cold water and then wrapped it. Drank some water, but it didn't eat, so I put a little bit of food down there. I'll check tomorrow and see what it is. If it's dead, it's dead. It's not, it's not. I put it in God's hands, but through all things, through your faith, you move mountains. So if I see the bird moving around and stuff like that, then great. But I felt God really, the Spirit really upon me to go into that field. And I thought, oh, to see if the field got harvested. And it wasn't. It was a bird that got wounded and was scared. And I picked it up and walked it all the way up the hill and put it in its kennel and put it in a safe place. And it's like, whoa, that was what the Father was trying to tell me. There's a lot of people wounded and they're trying to survive and they don't trust others. They don't So it's like the Spirit's coming to try to help us. The Spirit of Jesus Christ, the Spirit of truth, is coming trying to help us. But we keep saying, I don't need your help, God, I got this. When really, deep down, you don't got it. Deep down, you put this front on to the whole world like you got it. But when you're alone in your home, the honest truth is you don't got it. A lot of us, like that bird, was wounded, scared, and alone. And then I came and talked to the bird, got the bird. It was calm in my hands, and I just walk in, and it's like made the yoke easy. What makes the yoke easy? Grace. That's the gift. The grace of salvation by faith. But people want to know, Josh, where do you get your information? How do you write this? God just proved it right here. The Spirit of truth just proved it right here. Be of charity. I didn't have no emotions or feelings attached to the bird. I was not crying or, oh my God, it's her. No, I was like, oh, you're hurt? Come here. I'm going to take you up to the food and water where you could labor to rest in the finished work of Jesus Christ through His grace. That is profound. Oh man, that is profound. And I'm looking at all these fields, and I just kept getting, it's the last call. It's the last call. It's time to turn our hearts, because the last great harvest is about to take place. And your faith will be tested. Because in Revelation chapter 9, it said, those who did not have the mark will be stung and will suffer for 5 to 6 months. But those who have the mark will not be harmed. The seal talks about the seal in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 13. Whatever God seals, no man can open, no man can close. This is the last harvest. And it's just best to just be upfront. You know? Be upfront. Look, I'm a liar. I manipulate. I cheated on this person. You know, get it out. Because it's not worth holding, man. Even to my enemies, yo, I don't want to see you guys go through what's coming upon this planet. In all texts, not just the Bible, go back through all these ancient things. It talks about the world of destruction. How many kingdoms are destroyed and the race gone? Look at the Egyptians. Look at the Babylonians. Look at the Mayans. It's like they ain't one person. If we found a true Egyptian, he can tell you what those hieroglyphics truly mean. We wouldn't try to guess or analyze it and try to, no, you would be able to read it like reading a book. Oh, that's a spider. Because it's natural, you could read it. No one would be guessing. But look at all the kingdoms that were here. There's even kingdoms in the ocean, you guys. Deep in the ocean, there's the kingdoms. Yeah, nothing's new under the sun. And the Nephilim spirits are on frequency waves, right? Well, the spirits would be given bodies. Well, AI, if they built the AI machine for that frequency, then a Nephilim demonic or whatever, a Nephilim spirit can take over in the machine. They can't get this vessel, but they will get a likeness of this vessel, but it's not the original vessel. And it's powered by frequencies, energy. We got things called energy vampires. How do they survive? On other people's life essence. We're in a harvest of souls, you guys. This is the harvest. Nothing is here. It's all been cut one's height. Boom. I'm sitting on the hay. This is where that came from. But the field down there and the field I walked through, it's done. And I was sitting there like, all right, Father, what's going? And I kept getting like, the harvest, the gray harvest is upon us. It's right at our door. It's not worth losing your soul for the gang of the world. It doesn't matter what you achieved and all that. It was never about us. We're inside of God. And when we get outside of God, we will face God face to face. How do you get outside? You have to go inward. Got to go within. Because there's a lot of people like that bird, wounded. They were hurt by the world. The machine hurt that. The harvest machine hurt that. This world is a machine. How many people are hurt by the machine? This is fascinating. Look. That's the third time. That's one of those blue herons. Look at it. Or is that a hawk? And it vanishes. Can't make that up. Did 2 complete circles and then flew away. Meaning done with this message. So it's just time to be truly honest. If you can't be truly honest with yourself, you won't be truly honest with nobody else. You have to be honest with yourself. Like me, I have to be honest with myself. There's nothing I really care about but the Spirit of Jesus Christ. And everything in the Spirit of Christ. And I notice the more I go through this transformation, transmuting, what is of the world fades away. I don't think about politics. I don't think about bills. I don't think about money. I don't think about cars, material items, knowledge, wisdom of the world. The only wisdom I need is what the Spirit gives me for this moment. Because that's all that matters this moment. But we can bring the past and the future and this moment all into one. And if I went back in time, I'm still in the moment. If I went into the future, I'm still in the moment. The moment, the present moment, the alignment. That's all that is real. The truth, the real truth cannot get corrupted. It cannot change. It is what it is then, it is what now, and it is in the future, the present moment. Having no attachments to a dying world. Because the more people start waking up or not waking up, I don't like saying that. The more people start remembering who they are and aligning with what is right, the corruption's going to keep going and going and going. At the same time, the Spirit's going to keep going and going and going. And it's like Derek was talking about this years back, about a fish. You know, if you look at a fish, the drawing of a fish, the point of the fish, well, one side of the fish to that point is the Spirit. The other side of that fish is what is not of the Spirit, what is of flesh, the darkness, the wickedness. And it's like Lord of the Rings, the final battle. We're going to know which wolf we've been feeding. The truth will be out there. So it's like right now you have an opportunity to be clean. Come forward and be clean. Like everything I do. It's not me that does it. You know, people are like, oh, your art. No, that's Josh. That was Josh's coping mechanism in his childhood to please his mother, trying to get his mother's attention. So people wondering, why doesn't Josh really draw anymore? Because I'm learning how to draw for me now, for the Spirit. Does that make sense? I'm not drawing to seek attention. This gift was given to me. It comforted me. Now art doesn't comfort me. The Spirit of truth, the Spirit of God, the Spirit of Christ, the Holy Ghost is what I invest and lean upon and go to. Ties back to the adoption. You know, Jesus said, if my brothers in spirit, those who live in the Spirit are my brothers and sisters. We had the most amazing gift given to us. We have grace. That's all you need. What is grace? Well, the Spirit of truth teaches you what grace is. You spell grace G-R-A-C-E. Well, if we separate G from R-A-C-E, G, God's race. God already finished the race. It's when are you going to really receive that? It's nothing to do with your own efforts. Love is trust. Trust and love is faith. If you have real trust, you have real faith, you have real love. Like that bird. I picked up the bird. It was hurt. It was scared. But I just sat there and talked like I would talk to my scared inner child. And it went right into my hands. As I was walking, I filmed, and the bird wasn't reacting. The bird was trusting. It knew it was safe. It knew I would not harm the bird. I was sitting at a waterhole saying, there's something in that field. There's something in that field. that God has revelations to give me. As trust. Comes down to trust. If you're scared of your own shadow, you don't really trust yourself. But what is the self? I gotta save myself. What is the self? What is it you're saving? No matter what happens to this flesh, your spirit is here. Your soul is eternal. People keep classifying, I'm an old soul. All souls are the same age. So you just have more experience on this planet than other souls that might not remember they've been here. This is fascinating. 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 Be like a kid. Be like a child. Curiosity and wonder. Innocent curiosity and innocent wonder. A child knows nothing. Nothing. N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Separate the N-O and T. Separate that. No thing. No thing. Nothing. What thing are you saving? In the garden, he said, who said you were naked? And my Father put upon me the Spirit of truth put on me. Who said you were real? Who said this was real? How do you know you're naked? Because you believe you're the body and you're real. Wow. Yeah, so people wondering, this is how Spirit talks to me. No distractions, getting alone with myself. I'm thinking of some beautiful people I call brothers and sisters right now in West Virginia, because this hay bale and this fork, I love them. I wish one of my brothers there would realize I had no bad intentions, and I don't understand why he turned his heart. He cried at the airport giving me a hug, but it's like, some things are none of my business. Maybe it's a personal thing. It had nothing to do with me. But yeah. It's beautiful. Just take a moment and make your eyes your ears and hear the message. It's all around us. The more silence will take you home. How can I describe to you what the divine rose smells and tastes like and looks like if you've never seen the divine rose for yourself? How can I share this new wine to get intoxicated in if you never tasted it for yourself? Meaning you're going to be like that scared bird. that's hurt. There's two things happening in this planet: a cry for God and a celebration in God. The stones will murmur and cry. We're Petra, we're stones. Take the dust turns into dirt, pressurized. How do we get stones? From the dust. And we're hearing the cries of the stones right now. But they don't realize they're crying for God to save them, not a politician. But if they just go look in the mirror, you'll see your true love in the mirror. There's nothing else in this world when you have love. Another thing before I skedaddled. This hay is very soaking wet. When I sat on it, I could feel it's wet. But over time, I don't realize it's wet. Oh man, this hay was wet. Wet hay. I felt my bum get wet. Felt the water go through my trousers. Hey. Hay's for horses. Hey, you want to go down by the bay, play in some clay? What do you say? Hey. Anyways. So I put the bird away. I'm gonna just go up this hill. And maybe, But so I was just sitting there thinking, wow, I was sitting on this hay, and before I was like, oh, it's wet. Then over time, when I was just focusing on the message, the spirit, I didn't realize it was wet anymore. If you live in spirit, you can't touch earth. See, more birds. That's how a lot of people are. That's how people are. Yeah. There's messages all around us, you guys. Like that right there. Those birds were like, oh crap, gotta get going. I gotta get out of here. Which way am I gonna go? Gotta go. There's some more, see? And all I was gonna do is help the bird go in its hole. Isn't that wild? We go, our whole intentions, some of us, our whole intentions are to go somewhere, I think. Radio. First number is 87, the year I was born. What's a radio? Oh, whoa. Everybody's on a different channel. But if you get to the right channel, you'll see everything for what it is. So if you get on your highest channel, your true channel, your true frequency, your true station, you'll realize. What will you realize? Self-realization. Realizing who you are beyond physical matter, the body. Yeah. Walking through clay right now. So your boots are going to get heavier and heavier every step of the way. But a red radio. And what is that? Is it blue? There's no blue. Just walking up. It's like, hey, there's a mushroom. But it's not blue. It's been damaged, so it should be very bruised and blue. But it's not blue. So I'm not going to eat this because I don't want to croak over and die. That's another thing, like, you know, you ever wondered, like, how did people back in the day know what was poisonous and what was not poisonous and what it was used for? And it's like, you know, did they have people just try it and be like, oh, don't eat that one's deadly? No. When you're in spirit, when you're in tune, when you're in your correct radio frequency station, the plants talk. They tell you what they are used for. Look at what we found here, you guys. Found another one. That's so cool. Oh man, I turn into a kid when I see these, man. I turn into a kid. Like, ooh. But yeah, this one's not broke. But it's the same of the other mushroom. So I know I can't eat this one. But fascinated, I was just walking. Look who we see. You see it? He's out of here. Here. Nope. That mushroom exploded. That mushroom exploded. Exploding mushroom. Here's the stem. See, if I just do this, wait, we'll wait and see if it turns blue. Should already be turning blue. It's not turning blue. No. Oh, it smells so earthy. It's just season telling me, hey Josh, remember what season's coming? Yep, September 22nd. I'm all for it. Oh, but yeah, so life teaches you. Before I got off subject and stuff, the plants talk. Like you ask this plant, yo, what are you used for? It'll say, you know, oils, my roots. You know, some plants you can't eat the top, but you could eat the roots. So how did they all do what they do? Like I said, they weren't distracted. They were attuned in the correct radio frequency station. the Spirit is the correct radio station. Yeah, like Father's got all these ones running around and stuff, and I'm like sitting there like, okay, Father, it's gonna be okay. My prayers have been heard. I know this. Said the bird will be healed. But yeah, cause see, that's a bird right there. And that's how we become. Because everything here is just temporary. It's like a blink of an eye. And you wake up like, whoa. And everyone's like, hey, Dorothy, welcome home. You're ready? We got the garden party to go to. Going to the garden, the secret garden. That book is strong metaphors, man. You ever seen or read the book, The Secret Garden? If you can understand what that book's saying, then you can understand what the Bible is saying. Fascinating, huh? But yeah. Oh man, you see that? Yeah. That grass is not saying to that tree cut right there, hey, get off me. Hey, you can't be here. Don't be laying around here. No, it's just one. Becomes one. There's no differences in oneness. It's all about equality. Everything is equal. When you're living in the Spirit, you don't touch the earth. You're in a body. The body touches the earth, but you are not your body. So you really don't touch the earth. Sorry if I'm squinting and stuff. I didn't bring my glasses. And I'm following this new path. Never took this path. This path is taking me somewhere. But it's all good. So, yeah. I find it fascinating with all this, you know. Absolutely fascinating. But gonna do some more walking and enjoying the presence of God. See what I mean? Okay. Yeah, my boots weigh a lot right now. Them boots weigh a lot. These are $165 boots. And then when we walk through the grass, woo! Oh, my boots are heavy. You walk through the grass, what does the grass do? The grass cleans your boots. And it gets lighter and lighter and lighter till what? There's no grass, there's no clay on your boots. Oh, sheep. Sheep. Anyways, walking all this. But the sheep feed on the grass. The Spirit, the children of the Spirit feed on the Spirit. But yeah, see, now my boots. Lessons in everything. Boots are pretty clean, aren't they? Except for back here, but yeah. I also got a message with that. It's like my boots kept my feet from getting gunked up. I had to make sure that wasn't a spider. But my feet, my boots protect my feet from the elements of the world. The body is like the boot. and it protects you from the elements of the world and allows you to be able to function in the world. But you know it's not your world. You're just in a spacesuit. So if you got yourself in a space suit and you went to another planet, are you gonna say this is your home? No. Are you gonna be endangered with any of the elements on that other planet? No. Why is that? Because you got a spacesuit. Simple like that. You got a spacesuit. Well, what's in this spacesuit? At the core of it is spirit. The soul is feminine. The spirit is masculine. You'll be married. Your first true love. You'll marry your first true love. Have you found your first true love? Your first true love, in other terms, is pure consciousness, pure spirit, spirit of truth, Spirit of God, Spirit of Christ. Yeah, but when you start elevating and stuff, it's pretty weird. Because, like, you can't really conversate with many people because too many people are too caught up on, politics or movements and all that. It's like, don't follow the patterns of the world. What follows the patterns of the world? The flesh. You are not of flesh, you are a spirit, so this is not your world. This is a flesh world. And in this world, everything dies. So what makes us think the planet won't die? The spirit can't die. And the spirit, if the soul truly found the spirit and the spirit found the soul, you'd be home. Because the spirit's internal. Means it doesn't die. Everything on this planet dies. Even this flesh. Like what I put in the ground, the only thing leaving is the spirit. So, what are you going to do? There's nothing I need to really do because I do the will of the Father. And sometimes the will of the Father wants you just to be like these trees. It's not worried about politics. It's not worried about when it's going to die. Is it worrying at all? Is that tree talking to these trees? Talking about danger, danger. When I'm sitting right here. No. We do not have any cares for the world. Does that mean I'm going to let people harm people I love? No. There's a time for war, there's a time for peace, there's a time for love, there's a time for hate, there's a time for everything. There's a time for it. But the more the world wakes up, it wakes up into, or remembers it's pure, whole, and complete. The more of this that's not of the pure, what we see outside us, the corruption. I mean, I knew this world was corrupted since the day I was born. I even was put in a mental hospital. Yep. 6th grade. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Had this big argument with my mom, and I said, Mom, the world's trying to kill us. The government's trying to kill us. This is not our world. Why is that? Because look at school systems. I was thinking this stuff in 7th grade. The school systems are built on prison systems. Prison systems and school systems are built on business systems, work systems. Going to a job, no different than going to work or going to school. It's all the same system, like Einstein talked about the bell system. Well, when the bell goes off, you know it's lunchtime. When the bell goes off, it means you got to get your butt back to work. Certain bells let you know, oh, this person's calling me. My wife is calling me. My kids are calling me. Bell system. A prison is built on a bell system. A frequency, a sound. So when you hear that sound, no doubt it goes through, oh, time for me to get off work. Oh, gotta wake up, gotta get ready for today. This stuff is everywhere. I'm glad everybody's coming to the realization, self-realization of this. Can't put new wine in old wineskins. Why is that? Because back in the day, wineskins, they could get hard. Wine stands get hard. And if you put new wine in old wineskins, it'll explode. It wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. Because in order to make wine, there's a chemical going on. There's chemical reactions going on, and it's fuming. And when it fumes, new wineskins can expand. Old wineskins is like a fixed mindset. An open mindset is like a new wineskin. Fixed mindset is like a hard wineskin. And you can't put new wine in a hard old wineskins, because it wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. It'll crack and break or explode or pop. When you get new wine and you put it in new wineskins, it becomes familiar to the new wine. Goes back to the question I said earlier in this video, how can I tell you what this wine, how can I intoxicate you with this wine if you never tasted it? How can I describe a divine rose if you never seen it or smelt it or tasted it yourself? Old wineskins. Fixed mindsets. Oh, it's this way. God doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. That don't exist. This. Oh, religion is this. The Bible is this. So every time I hear the word Bible, I cringe. What if back in your past lifetime you were a priest or somebody in the church? A Pharisee. I don't know. I don't believe in past lives. Don't believe in it. Because I'm out of here. I'm not missing the field trip. We're at that point. It's right at our doors. And it's like, we need to get our hearts clean. We need to do this and get straight. We, as a whole consciousness, need to stop talking about flesh. It keeps you in the matrix trap. Start speaking spirit, spirit, spirit. What is the spirit telling me here? What does the spirit say? Be. I don't have my glasses either. I did this whole hike without my glasses, so I can't really see. So if you see me squinting, I'm trying to see if that's somebody over there, but it's a tree. But yeah, it was an amazing adventure today. Amazing. So the sun is out. It's been out the whole time. Just clouds been clearing it up. But the sun is up. That's why I was like, today's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a profound day. There's gonna be so many messages in today that my mind is gonna feel overwhelmed and can't boggle with the miracles and blessings and the things. Yeah, it's like a deer was laying here, a deer was laying there, a deer was there. There was a lot of deer here. But yeah, it's like the spirit of truth will guide you to all truth. So the more you live in truth, tell the truth, the more you will receive. If you're lying, manipulating, and all that, the spirit of truth is not teaching you, but man's wisdom's teaching you. You know? People are trying to heal themselves. People are trying to heal others. Well, God is the ultimate healer. So really, these people are like, God's not real, all this about God, 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 but they live in denial. Because how could you say you love yourself, but God doesn't exist? If God doesn't exist, you don't exist. None of this exists. Too many people are trying to take the glory and the credit where the glory and credit is due. It's like if I do an amazing art piece and I gave it to somebody for free, and that person started claiming they're an artist. They drawed that. They did that. Are they getting all the credit and all the glory? When the credit and glory belongs to the rightful owner? Are you catching this? Makes a lot of sense. You know? It's not about you. Your whole purpose on this world wasn't anything about you. The whole purpose on this world is the will of God. Your purpose is the will of God. To follow the will of God. To be the will of God. To embody the will of God. when we can actually let go of the steering wheel of life and sit in the passenger seat and allow the Spirit to guide, you'll understand the lingo, the words I'm trying to bring into this world and pointing at. It's not you. It's like, oh, I'm telling you, they were what? I think it was Daniel. 3 of his servants were thrown in the fire. While the king was sitting there, they saw this really giant shadow of a man standing with them. And when they came out, not one hair was burned. Was it them that were getting, was it due to their hard work that they were protected? No, it was Christ, God. Getting it? It's really simple. Really simple. Why he said a child could enter into the gates of heaven, and a camel could walk through the eye of a needle easier than a rich man can. Why? Because a rich man has worldly wisdom. It has all what it earned in its own hard work. None of that really mattered. Yeah, like in Pilgrim's Progress, Christian and Hopeful asked this young man, did you get your certificate? Did you get your invitation? Because that's the only thing that's going to get you in heaven. Into the celestial celestial kingdom. But yeah. Oh, now I'm going to be heading back. Walk through the grass. Boots are pretty much cleaned up. So, I'll head up where I'm staying. But yeah, you know, it's like he lays you in green pastures. He restores your soul. Oh, the Bible talks about there's this cankerworm, and it's been feeding on your life. And whatever that cankerworm has stolen, what did Christ say? I'll restore everything that cankerworm has taken. I really truly believe the ones that live in the present moment, they don't age as quickly as people that live in the flesh. Those who live in the Spirit are everlasting life. Everlasting life, you think of like a young child, the innocence of the child, you know? You live in the flesh, it's death. What causes gray hair? Stress. What's stress from? Trying to figure everything out and control everything. Alright. Body weight. Why are some people, they can eat whatever and they don't even get touched with weight. But other people, when they eat stuff, they gain massive weight. And they struggle to get that weight off. I'll post a picture right here of me, almost 300 pounds. So if anyone wants to get their undies in a bundle and be like, who are you to talk about? You don't know the struggles. There's the photo. What causes body weight gain? Resentment, self-anger. Because your body can't store that. Your body is not, your temple is peace and harmony. And what is not of peace and harmony will leave your body one form or another. So people that have body weight problems, you need to ask yourself and forgive. Get a chair and imagine that person sitting in that chair and you forgiven that person. Get the chair, put the chair in front of you, imagine that person sitting there, and tell them everything you wanted to tell them that you didn't tell them in person. This goes with the whole Ho'oponopono. So get a chair. Me, I go into the woods and I on a walk, and I just imagine I'm walking with them or I'm in the woods talking with them. And we're having a mature conversation. A mature conversation. Not an immature. Immature is ego. The false self. Putting blame and all that. We need to bring awareness, self-realizing, because everything that had an action comes with a reaction or a response. Someone who responds to you is mature, as long as it's aligned with love. Because if it's not aligned with love, then they're speaking out of their buttholes right now. Like people have, everybody has a butthole. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. But what is the truth? That's what we need to come to, the gritty stuff. What is the truth? Because whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to figure out, whatever you're doing right now, whatever's bothering you, if you died right now, that stuff wouldn't matter, right? Oh, they're flying. But that stuff wouldn't matter, right? Whatever is governing your mind right now, whatever's guarding or governing your reason why you can't be happy this very moment, and you died today, like right now, bam, would that even matter anymore? Live your life like you're dying. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Hey, unless you see the time clock on your head, these vessels expire. These vessels have an expiration date. Only God knows. So, really think about right now in your situation currently. Your situation currently. Whatever low energy you're dealing with right now. Would it really matter if you died? A lot of people say, I wish I was dead right now. Sometimes I get thoughts I want to kill myself. I, myself, two entities there. Are you the myself or are you the I? I hate my life. Who's the my? And who's the I? And who's beyond the I that's speaking? Because if we know our true selves are in continual peace, harmony, and joyful, and at peace, what are we stressing about? Who is stressing? Who's worrying? Yeah? Almost there. But yeah, so I just, talk these videos, be my authentic self. If anybody knows me in person, they know. That's why a lot of people that know me in person can't really watch my videos because they're like, oh God, it's Josh again. It's like, why? Because they already heard me talking about all this. Yeah, those who could actually hear will hear me and they go, oh, that's right. I'm not the body. I'm the spirit. We're on this earth, but we're not touching the earth. Because what is touching the earth is dead. Yeah? Anxiety, anxiousness, panic attacks. Well, some of it could be excitement, but anxiety and all that happen when you start lying. When you start lying, hiding, doing things in the dark, anxiety. If you're doing things in the dark with plans, trying how to manipulate to get gain, power, money, and all that, boosting the ego, yeah, you're gonna smoke. You're gonna smoke. You're gonna drink. You're gonna get other stuff to get that feeling away. But if you bring it into your awareness, and your awareness is pure love, it doesn't exist. It can't even stand up to it. David and Goliath. Daniel and Goliath, right? Or David and the Goliath. Goliath is the ego. David, or Daniel, or whatever, David is Christ. Dear baby Jesus. You have ever heard that? Dear baby Jesus. Yeah, because when we're in the spirit, it's an infant. You're your own mother. You're your own father. You're your own child. The prodigal son. You are the father. You are the brother. But if you get your life turned upright on the chief cornerstone, the Spirit of Jesus Christ. But a lot of people, they've been hurt by religion, and they'll be in denial till they're blue in the face. But they were hurt by the matrix system. I never went to church. I never done any of this. Never. The people that know me know my testimony. Like, no, he was touched by God. Jesus called him. He didn't go to Jesus. I didn't go to Jesus. My graffiti name was Jesus is a can't understand normal thinking. So if you take every word from can't understand normal thinking, the first letter, that was my graffiti name. C beep N T. Jesus is a C beep N T. I'm beeping out because I don't want to say the word. But my graffiti name meant Jesus can't understand normal thinking. No, Josh, you can't understand normal thinking, because normal thinking is in harmony with love, with peace. Everything that you did, all the wretchedness you did, will come back now when you get your life right, and it has lessons in it, like, oh, that's why I was graffitiing that. Oh, that's why I didn't conform to my family. That's another thing, you guys. As I get higher and higher and look at certain things, and I observe, you notice like families are like cults. families are like cults. Not all families, but a majority of families, they're like a cult system. If you don't go by what they want, you got to do this, you got to do. They don't even realize that they want you to fulfill their own expectations that they can't fill. That's why I keep asking my friends and stuff, whose expectations are you trying to fulfill? Are they yours? Are you trying to fulfill someone else's, like your mom's, your dad's, your best friend, your lover? You know, whose expectations are you trying to fulfill? Because expectations are going to bring disappointments. But anyways, I'm getting off on a tantrum. But anyways, they're like cult systems. Like me, I didn't do what my family wanted me to do. I went against the grain. So I'm kind of like, I'm not saying now, because the more I'm elevating, the more they're elevating. And it's really crazy, because once you work on yourself and work on everything and put God first for everything outside you, all your problems and stuff, as you're working on learning who you are and discovering and waking up, remembering who you are, everyone else is around you remember. Because remember, in Wizard of Oz, Dorothy felt like no one was on her side. But when she woke up, everyone was happy to see her. A lot of us are so hard on ourselves that it makes it harder to make friends as you get older. Okay, we start where I began. Now we finish where they began. You see how the tree is the same exact, you know, it's windy, so you guys probably hear the wind. But that tree right there, as it looks above, doesn't it look below? It's a mirror reflection. You see that? But it says that he will lay us in green pastures next to still waters. Well, that's still waters. That's green pastures. Where's the common denominator here? It's calm. It's peaceful. The grass, you can look at the grass as physical. You can look at the water as spiritual. Yeah, Lion King says it the best when it comes to, spirits and stuff. But look, they're doing the job I need them to do. Because if they do what I need them to do, there will be a great harvest. I know there's going to be an amazing harvest coming. I can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be an amazing harvest. But yeah, so as green pastures, you allow you in green pastures next to still waters. He restores my soul. Well, the cankerworm is what steals your soul. There's a good you and there's a bad you. A good you and a bad you. You could keep battling it, or you could just surrender, and he will make you upright and whole. You tell the truth. The more you tell the truth, the more you receive from the spirit of truth. So, how do I receive? Live a truthful life. I'm not trying to tell you none of this stuff to get you to like me. No, I just know, it's time to get your house in order It's time to turn your heart back. Have a metanoia, a repentance, whatever you want to call it. It's time. It's time to make right. Well, it's been the time, but I'm just saying, like I kept getting in by spirit. Last call, son. This is the last call. It's going to be the last final great harvest. Then everything else will be left for fire. And he's calling all the sheep that are dwelling way out in the outskirts. Say, come on, you guys. Like these sheep. Those sheep. They follow their master. The sheep know their voice. The sheep knows his voice. That's what pretty much it's like, yo, you guys, this is the last call. You know, we're in September, y'all. But anyways, there's nothing to fear. There really isn't. If you're made right in the spirit, and our faith that we've been posting on Facebook and claiming how faithful we are, I hope your actions back up the checks you've been cashing. Or what is it? Your talk. I hope you can cash what you've been talking. Cash the checks you've been writing. Because when shit starts hitting the fan, people are going to be running to you. And if you're sitting there all scared, they're going to see the truth. That you weren't this what you perceived outside yourself and cast. Me? Go look at all the stuff I write. It's talking about what? Jesus, the Spirit of truth. Live in the Spirit. Live in the Spirit. Live in the Spirit. Nothing exists. Go into the nothingness. No thing. And you will receive everything. You will be restored. My soul will restore and overfloweth. Starts making sense, doesn't it? Or am I just an echo chamber? Oh well. It's not about me. It's just exciting to know I see it, I hear it, and be it. To believe is to be. So if you're claiming, I believe that, be it. Don't believe. Believe means to be it and live it. You believe in Christ, then be Christ and live Christ. Believe. People go, it says belie. Believe. Be like a tree, or make like a tree and leave. Or something like that. Anyways. Yeah, fields have been harvested. Everything worked in perfect timing because the Lord had me do that video when I did, and I even said, this is about to get harvest, you guys. Look at all the chaff. This is all chaff. Oh, and wheat. That's wheat right there. This is all wheat right here. This right here is chaff. It's all chaff. There's the seeds. You feed chickens this stuff too. But yeah, so it's been an amazing day. Amazing day. And look, boots are pretty much clean. Just trust the process. But yeah, it's going to be a lot longer video. But isn't it funny? Like I sat at the water hole, feeling this urge to go to that field. But Father had me sitting at the water hole. So I sat at the water hole. I had a message there. And I was like, I gotta get to that field, you guys, because my spirit's really freaking like pulling on me. Then I go there and there's this wounded bird. And then the wounded bird brought me up there. Then as I was going up there, it brought me to a radio. And then from the radio, I got clay on my boots. You can't make this up. It's like, yo, this wasn't all premeditated. This was just unfolding. The rose was unfolding. So those who can taste and smell would taste that divine rose that I was sharing, or the wine I was sharing. Because I literally feel a little like I'm not on any drugs. This stuff really just happened. You know, that's like being drunk, you know, waking up from a hangover, like, and people telling you, yeah, you're like, I did all that? What? But this is not that hangover. It's like being drunk in the new wine is a different hangover, because you're going to, when I get back to my bedroom, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to kind of, while working on the videos and stuff, I'm going to be laughing. Because there's going to be stuff I didn't see in that moment. You know what I mean? And it's like, go make another video. Summing it all up. So, it's crazy. I usually sum it all up and stuff like that. Because sometimes when you get in the excitement and stuff like that, it's like, blah, 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 you're not even thinking. It's just flowing out of you. So I might have to correct certain things and all that, but today's been amazing. Thank God it's Friday, right? Today was a good day. Ice Cube. But anyways, what a day. Found mushrooms, found birds. Yeah, it's an amazing day, you guys. But anyways, have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. And remember, you're not touching the earth if you're in spirit. And if you're not touching earth, whatever's touching earth has to go through it. Whatever's not of earth doesn't have to go through it. So, I'm sitting here because it's dead quiet. Oh man, it's very dead quiet here, you guys. But I'm sitting here and it's just like, I look at this and it's like, whatever's bothering me, whatever's harping me, whatever's making me feel less adequate, really doesn't matter if I died today. Like whatever problem I'm focused on, whatever troubles I'm focused on, whatever I'm trying to gain, if I died today, it wouldn't matter. So whatever you're going through, if you died today, would it really matter? Because it's dead quiet here, you guys. It's dead quiet here. The only thing that matters here is what? Be the silence. Be the silence. It's pretty amazing if you really look at things in your life. Is it really worth stressing, investing so much into it where it overwhelms you and stresses you? Christ said, my yoke is easy. Whoever bears his yoke, it'll be easy. It's light. What's that yoke? Living in grace. Well, I fell out of grace today. No, you can get back into grace. I'm watching butterflies fly around right now. They're white butterflies going that way, meaning storm's coming. But yeah, it's like I'm sitting here at this graveyard. Just thinking, like, were some of these people stressing on planning something and they died before they even got to enjoy that plan? Were these people gonna go celebrate a birthday the next day and got everything ready and never woke up? Were some of these people gonna get married in a week or two and they were over the moon and excited and died in a car accident or died in some way? Wedding didn't really matter then. What really matters, are you at peace? Are you truly at peace beyond human understandings? Choose what you invest in wisely. Do not let it steal your soul. If your soul is at peace, your spirit's at peace, then you will not be troubled. No weapon shall prosper or come against me. For the Lord thy God is my shield, my protector. Well, if you live in spirit, then you can't die. There you go. Beautiful temple deck. See? That right there? This is man, that's woman, and they're aligned with God. Aligned with God. Let's make that God. See the three? Father, Son, Holy Spirit, man, woman. When they're aligned with God, it's called a holy relationship, a holy experience. It has nothing to do with flesh anymore. A spiritual spirit relationship. Man was married to the spirit. The woman's married to the spirit. They're joined as one in the spirit. The two become the one. Fascinating. But anyways, have a good day.